She was one of the exceedingly rare Nobel laureates to win the Nobel Prize in Physics and Chemistry. Hi, my name is Nadia Garzon, and today I will speak to you about none other than Madame Marie Curie. Curie was an exceptionally brilliant scientist who founded the study of radioactivity throughout her life's work, which ultimately cost her life. Curie's tremendous contribution to science still has reverberating effects on our modern medicine and science as a whole. Marie Curie, which I have in this picture, was born in Warsaw, the capital of Poland, on November 7, 1876. She was the fifth child of two Polish teachers. As a young woman, after attaining honors in secondary school and having involvement with a group of young Polish autodidacts and intellectuals, Marie decided to test into the University of Paris, in which she passed the test and was allowed entrance. Curie graduated the University of Paris with high honors in physics and mathematics. Now, as a post-grad 26-year-old novice researcher, she met her soon-to-be husband, Pierre Curie, who was already an expert in electromagnetism, and they got married in 1895. 2 years later, in 1897, Curie started her PhD while pregnant with her daughter, Irene. I'd like to note that Marie was one of the first women to enter PhD training in France. The subject of her doctoral work was an extension of the work of Wilhelm Röntgen and Becquerel on the mysterious rays that could fog photographic plates without external sources of light. I want to note that Marie carried out her doctoral work in Becquerel's lab. For her dissertation, Marie decided to investigate whether other heavy elements might possess similar capabilities like the potassium uranyl sulfate Becquerel found that caused the rays. Marie enlisted her husband's help on the project full-time as he dealt with the physics and measurement, and Marie concentrated on the chemistry components. In her doctoral studies, Marie first invented the word radioactivity. Shortly after, by chemically separating uranium, in 1898, she discovered polonium, and the element even more radioactive than uranium, and what made her famous, radium. In 1903, Marie successfully defended her PhD thesis. And the Nobel Prize for Physics was awarded jointly to Henry Becquerel and Marie and Pierre Curie for the discovery of radioactivity. Marie herself received the 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry for her discovery of radium and polonium. This is a picture of the 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry that Marie received. The Curies decided that they needed to purify a substantial sample of radium to stake their claim for posterity. In 1907, Marie was awarded with approximately 100 milligrams of pure radium. A year before her husband was killed in a freak accident, she took on her husband's title as chair of physics at the University of Paris, and she continued her work on the chemical purification and characterization of radium and its byproducts. To fulfill a dream of hers, and to ensure her knowledge was preserved and be built upon, she intelligently turned her attention to creating and organizing a radium institute. A well-known French radiologic physician, Claudius Regaud, was selected to direct biological and medical research, including radiobiology. Marie's work, which led the foundation of radiobiology, is what paved the way for radiation therapy, which we still use today to treat cancer. Sadly, in the summer of 1934, at 67 years old, she died of pre-leukemia caused from a lifetime of radiation exposure in her studies as a scientist. In conclusion, Marie Curie is one of the most important and impactful historical figures because of how much she added to the understanding of radiation, discovered new elements, and prioritized research developments for future applications of her discoveries. Marie solidified her position in history by not being afraid to delve deeper into her ideas, regardless of the sacrifices she had to make along the way. For my last little slide, it's a speech from her receiving her Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1911.
Has its own dreams. Leave then the dreams of yesterday You take the torch of knowledge and build the palace of the future.
Thank you so much for listening to my speech.